Greetings people, this is Keith the Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series, playing through the Feed-the-Beast Pyramid Challenge map. And I've been, between episodes, I've been working on getting suitable bees to try to breed an omega bee in the nether. And I now have them, I believe. This took quite a while to do. But I have a modest darkened hybrid princess here. I got this once before, but if you look in the second screen here, we needed to be hot, arid, and yes for nocturnal. But I got hot and arid, but I didn't get yes for nocturnal, which was a problem. And I tried various things, and it just took a while for it to actually finally work. And then here I have a purebred reddened drone that I'm going to breed with this modest darkened hybrid. Now, so I'm going to take these with me to the nether. I guess I don't need this. Well, I might as well keep it. I'm going to grab a little more red matter, excuse me. Okay, so now let's go to the nether. I'm just going to set this up, and then I'll probably stop recording while the bees do their thing. So here we are back at the nether. And this is the one that has the red matter under it. I'm gonna put this in here to make sure there's plenty of charge in this thing. Now I'm gonna put the modest darkened hybrid queen there, and this guy here. We'll wait a moment to make sure it's working. Yes. Okay. Whoops. So I'm going to stand over here while that's doing its thing. And I'm going to do a cut, and I'll come back when that bee has gone through its life cycle and died, and see what results we get. Alright, so I'll be back shortly. Alright people, this is Keith the Modesto. I'm back. And the bee has died. So let's see what we got. It looks like we have some omega bees. Let's see what exactly. Well, that is not. They're not purebred. They're the drones. Let's see. Let's go over here and see what the genetics are. We've got reddened and modest. Oh, that's not really very nice. Okay. And possible specialty. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's see if these are purebred. Omega darkened, no. Normal, no. Omega darkened. Normal, no. Normal, yes. Does this have that? Possible specialty. I don't know what that is. Well, okay, so we've got a start here anyway, so I guess we're going to have to breed these and see if we can get a purebred omega bee out of it. It's disappointing that the princess didn't turn out to have any omega in it, it was only the drones. A little bit of lag there. I know from watching, I had to watch other people's videos to see how you get an omega bee, because coming up with the procedures you have to go through to, by trial and error with all the possible combinations of bees and circumstances that bees could be in. I think it would take an astronomical amount of time if you actually had to do it, without any hints, randomly. Anyway, I know that to get the for the pyramid to respond, to the bee that you put into it as a, yes, that is the omega bee. It just, on the sign in there, it just says omega bee. But what you really have to put in there is a purebred omega queen. And obviously we don't have that. I don't have a queen, for instance. I have a princess. You get a queen. It's a queen once you breed them together in an apiary. So once you do that, you pull the queen out and then toss it in, and that's the achievement. So the next step is to actually breed these, I guess these omega drones, and hope that after a while we'll get a purebred princess out of it. And that seems kind of iffy because there's not even any omega in this princess. But I guess the best we could do is put it in and hope for the best. And I'm gonna go. I got some while I was in the nether there waiting for the bees. I thought that I killed some pigmen, so I have some stuff here to throw in. Okay, so we see the little particles. That means that the bees are happy. So I'm gonna do a cut because I'm just gonna be spending some time here trying to get a purebred line of omega bees. So I will be back either when I have them or I found out that this line is not gonna work and that I have to like try the breeding in the nether over again with another 2 bees. So I will be back shortly. Well, hello. Let's see. So I'm headed back to the nether because that line I was trying to breed into purebred omegas. When I got 2 drones that were omega hybrids, but the princess didn't have any omega in it. Well, I tried to breed them to get it to be purebred, and it failed. After a couple generations trying to get it to work, I lost any omega. So now I'm back here. I have 2 bees to try to get some omega bees with again. I got a modest darkened hybrid here and a reddened drone. Darkened, reddened, yes. So we put those in there. Oh, dang it! It doesn't like the environment. Let's see. What went wrong? Hot and arid. What's wrong? And nocturnal, hot and arid. That should be fine. I don't know why this isn't working. Flowers. It wants flowers, but I have flowers. I thought there's some flowers over here. That doesn't make sense. Hot, arid. I mean, this is why you use a modest, so that you get the hot and arid and nocturnal. Yes. This is inactive, so that should not matter. Well, I am not sure why this is not working. Not sure. I do not know why this is not working. I'm gonna try logging off and logging in again. Let's see if that helps. So I will be back in a moment. Still doesn't like it. Okay, well, that's not much good for me. I guess I have to try this again. Well, I gotta get some more bees ready. So until I have 2 more bees ready to attempt in this setup here, I'm going to stop recording. So I'll be back once I'm ready to try this again. Okay, people, I have returned, and I've got 2 more bees to attempt this with. Let me show you what I've got. I've got a modest darkened hybrid princess, and did you see that? Modest darkened. Okay, and it's got hot, arid, and yes. Okay, and then I have a reddened drone here, which is the way they always are. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here and see if this time it'll work. No, what's going on? I did this before and I thought it was working. Hot, arid, yes. Isn't that what I need? Hot, arid, and yes? What's going on? Okay, well, have to go back to the drawing board. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Anyway, so I'm going to stop recording again until I've got some more bees to attempt this with, or I figure out why it's not working. Alright, so I'll be back. Hello everyone, I am back. I think I might have the bee I need now. I guess I really wanted to do that. Okay, so here is a hybrid modest darkened princess. And if we look at its traits, we can see there it's modest on the left, and or the active is modest and the inactive is darkened. And here we have hot, arid, and yes for nocturnal, which is what we want and what we had in a previous hybrid princess. But in addition to that, we also have that it has a temperature tolerance. It has a temperature tolerance of ±1 and a humidity tolerance as well. And that is different than the one we had before. I went back and looked at what I had done in this very episode earlier on when I had a princess that I successfully bred in the nether, right? And so what was the difference? And the difference was that that one had a temperature tolerance and a humidity tolerance, in addition to being hot, arid, and yes for nocturnal. So I think that was, whereas the one that failed just recently did not have the temperature tolerance and the humidity tolerance. So I think that was the problem. I'm hoping that was, I am certainly hoping that that's what the problem was, because if that was not the problem, then there's something horribly wrong. Anyway, so we are going to grab one of these reddened drones. So we got modest darkened and reddened. Okay, so this, cross your fingers, I hope this will work. Before we go to the nether though, I just want to show, while I've been doing all this bee stuff, you know, waiting for bees to die and stuff, I've made some more little EMC collecting contraption thingies here with the energy collectors and the inside a relay, and in front of that an energy condenser. I put in diamonds in this one. I've already got several stacks, and then I made another one. I still need to make a couple more energy collectors to add to this, but this is also making diamonds. So, you know, getting more EMC. Since we're having to spend more time on this anyway. Okay, so here we go. Into the nether. Oh, also, I don't know how this happened, but the FTP launcher changed the settings for the size of my window a little bit in the last recording, the last clip, I guess, that's going to be in this episode. If you looked at the edges, you'd see that they weren't right. So hopefully I fixed that now. Anyway, so we're going to put the queen in here and the reddened drone in here. Cross your fingers. I have my fingers crossed right now. All right, I don't see any cactus right here, and yes, they're doing their thing, so I guess it worked that time. I'm going to stand over here, make sure these bees are out of the way. Okay, so now I have to stay here for these bees to do their thing, because we don't have chunk loaders anyway. So, but I'm going to do yet another cut while this is going on. So I will be back as soon as that queen dies. Alright, I'm back, and it looks like the queen over here has completed its life cycle, because I don't see any bee particles flying around. So let's look in here. Alright, so we got modest, and an Omega Princess. So let's check these things out. I'm going to grab these things too. Actually, I'm going to make sure that all these bees are over here. Okay, so let's get our bee analyzer and see what genes we have. Omega, Omega. Okay, that's really, really good. Normal. Okay, so, and let's see what we have here in the modest. Modest reddened. Totally, no, good. And red and modest. Okay, so there's no Omega in them at all. Okay, that's not good. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go through this whole process again and see if we can get more Omega bees. What I would like, it's really, really good that I have a purebred princess right here, but what I want is I want some purebred drones too. Or at least some drones that have some Omega in them so I can breed them and get a line going. Okay, so I'm gonna do some more work and try to get some more Omega bees. And then when I have done that, I will be back, and hopefully we'll be excuse me, hopefully we'll be ready to uh, actually throw an Omega Queen into the pyramid, into the pyramid monument, and get the achievement. Alright, so I will be back after I do some more work. Hello everyone, this is Keith Modesto. I've returned after a few days, I think, since I was last recording this episode. So let's see, I think when I left off last time, I had just gotten an Omega Queen, princess, a purebred Omega princess, and I said I was going to keep on iterating this, doing the same thing I was doing, trying to breed Omega bees, in order to try to get a purebred Omega drone, right? So when I bred the princess and the drone, I would get purebred Omega bees, or at least get a drone with, either an active or inactive trait as Omega, so that I'd have a high chance of getting Omega bees. And I did do that, and this is what, and it's been, I don't know, it's been maybe 20 hours. Shoot. It took a long, it was ridiculous. Maybe it's been 10 hours. My timer disappears and reappears. I don't know why that is. I guess it only appears against the sky? Well, except for, I guess the brick's there, but not over here. Is it the water it doesn't like? I don't know. Anyway, so, let's see. So I placed what I've gotten in here. So if you look here, I actually have 3 Omega princesses. I kept on getting purebred Omega princesses, but not drones, until I finally did get one drone. I have a drone here that is Omega reddened, and then I have a princess here which is Omega reddened, a hybrid princess. Anyway, so what this means is that when I mate, I'm going to mate one of these princesses and one of these, and this one drone, and there's a pretty good probability. What I would like to see is to get a drone that's purebred, because then I can mate them with these purebred princesses, and I will be guaranteed to keep on getting Omega bees. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I knew once I had 3 purebred Omega princesses, I could have worked this out probably, but I'm feeling kind of risk averse because of all the failure I had before. But we're going to put these in here, and there, it's doing its thing. And I'll put these combs away. I've got a big surplus of this stuff. I made this chest here before. I guess, was it a wooden chest? Or maybe it was steel, but I upgraded it to crystal. This is the first crystal chest I've ever made, right? It's crystal. It's blue. Oh no, this is a diamond chest, excuse me. This isn't a crystal chest. A crystal chest is transparent. This is a diamond chest. Maybe we'll put those right here. So I've been processing combs in here. And so I have all this wax, all these honey drops, some propolis, phosphor, some ash, crystalline pollen. I don't know what that's good for, but anyway, just for amusement, I suppose. Anyway, so this thing is doing its thing. I have some redden bees here working too. So what I was going to say, I could have, once I had 3 Omega princesses, it's pretty likely that, if I mated one with just any old bee, because I didn't have any until I got that last drone. I didn't have any drones with Omega on them, but I could have just mated it with any bee, and I probably would have gotten a drone with, that was partially Omega, and then I would have been able to do what I just did with one of these other purebred Omega princesses. But I was just feeling risk averse. I wanted to try. I said I'll try one more time to get a drone with some Omega traits, and I finally did. So here we are. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a cut at this point while we wait for this Omega Queen to go through its life cycle and see what we get. And I think pretty soon we'll be ready to throw a bee into the monument and try to get that achievement. All right. So I'll be right back. All right. It looks like it's done. So let's take a look and see what we got. Omega drone. Okay, good. Now it looks like our queen turned into a different type of princess there. So let's take a look at the genes. Okay, so first off we'll look at the princess. Okay, so now it's red and omega instead of omega omega. So we lost the purebred there. And then we have a red drone that has some omega in it, and then omega omega. There you go. That is perfect. A purebred omega drone. Okay, so what we got to do here is take one of these purebred. Oh, oops, wrong chest. This one. We got a purebred omega princess. All right. Purebred omega princess, and a purebred omega drone should mean guaranteed purebredness. So I'm going to put these in here, and I'm going to grab those. There. Doing its thing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do now is let those, I don't know, I'm going to let that go for a generation or two. I want to see how many drones I get. You know, like I should get, I think, 2 drones. That way, after I throw in the queen, I can still have omega bees if I want to, because I still have one. Whoops, I did it again. I still have one purebred omega princess in here, and if I have another purebred omega drone, I should be good. Anyway, so after I come back, I think I will I think what I'll do is after I'll let that go for a generation or two, so I have a couple of omega drones stockpiled, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to mate a princess and a drone, and we'll see it turn into a queen, right? And then we'll pull the queen out and go see if we can get the achievement. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's been a little while, and I've let the bees go through, I think, 2 generations. Actually, this is the next day in real life because I got a phone call and I had to go to work early, and so this is the next day. But anyway, we're ready to try this out. So here we have an omega princess, and we have one omega drone. I also put the other omega princess and a drone in here, so I had 2 bees going. Anyway, so we got to do this. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here without analyzing them, and now we have an omega queen who has not been analyzed. I believe that it needs to not be analyzed. And we're going to try this out. Hi, skeleton. Alright, and I guess we're just going to like throw the bee at that relay and see if it gets, sucked up. There we go. And now we have to wait a little while with the machine. Oh, it lit up. That was pretty fast. Okay, I did it. Omega Bee achievement get. Now, so this is basically the end of this episode. The next episode, I am going to prepare for the fight against the dragon, because the next thing is, see it says here, Ender Dragon Egg. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to prepare, get all this stuff ready in the next episode to fight the Ender Dragon, and then we're going to jump in. Depending on how long that takes, I might do it at the end of the next episode, or else have another episode after that. If I split it up, the very last episode will not be very long. I don't think it will be very long to fight the dragon, but I just want to get ready. But anyway, so there's the, this is like a mini special portal frame right here, I guess. Anyway, so that's the way to the end. I want to have, I already have my Archangel Smite, which is like a super bow, shoots arrows, and it generates the arrows it shoots from a EMC from your Klein star, and you can shoot arrows really fast if you want to. And I've got my Swift Wolf's Rending Gale ring, which lets you fly and hover in place. And I've got a Red Matter sword, which is very durable, I guess, and does a lot of damage. There's an upgrade to that weapon, katana, I think, but I don't think I'm going to make that. It just allows you to like do an area of effect attack, I believe. So you wouldn't actually have to get right up to the dragon right, to attack it with it, but I don't think that's necessary. I think I'm probably going to use mostly the bow and just use the sword if he comes right at me. But I want to make some armor, and I would like to make red matter armor if I can. I already have, I'm sure, enough. I think you need 24 pieces of dark matter to make a full suit of dark matter armor. And then to make a full suit of red armor matter, you need 24 or red matter orbs. But you also need the full suit of dark matter armor as one of the ingredients. I might have enough EMC already, because I have all these diamonds, right? And over here I've got more diamonds. More diamonds. And there's more diamonds over there. And I also have a fully charged... I have a fully charged Klein Star sphere, right? That is like... There's one more tier above this, the Klein Star Omega, which I don't think I'm going to try to get, because I would need 4 Klein Star spheres to make that. Not fully charged Klein Star spheres, but anyway, 4 Klein Star spheres to get 1 Klein Star Omega that's not even charged. Then I'd have to charge it, which would take a long time. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have to be fully charged, but anyway, I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I made this just to see what it was like, and that holds a lot, right? So I've got 12 million EMC in that because I had it sitting in this thing. You know, that whole time I was working on getting that Omega B, I had it sitting in here, right? And I've got what I got? Oh, 1,500,000 plus EMC in that, just building up. Anyway, so in the next episode I will get, I'm gonna make the armor. I'm gonna try to get red armor, and I think I might have enough EMC for that. I'm gonna try making a life stone, because that uses EMC to keep your health bar and your hearts. Your health bar. I guess I need to go down here. You got the meat pops, I guess, which is your hunger, and then you got your hearts right here, which is, your health. Anyway, so the life stone keeps those things fully charged using EMC, and you make that from a body stone and a soul stone, which take red matter and this stuff. Anyway, so I can make those. Anyway, that way, if the dragon does damage to me, I will be fine. I should be fine, unless he does a whole bunch all at once really fast. But I don't think that'll happen. I could take some potions of healing with me too, and I might make an ender chest, or just fill this ender chest up with stuff. Yeah, fill this ender chest up with stuff, supplementary supplies, and take another ender chest with me. Anyway, and there's my timer. So we gotta end this episode. This has been Keith and Modesto playing Minecraft's the Feed-the-Beast Pyramid Challenge map. I've gotten the Omega B challenge. I met that. Now there's just one last thing, which is, of course, I need to make a piston, because the challenge isn't actually to fight the dragon. It's to get the dragon egg, and of course, to get the dragon egg, you have to fight and kill the dragon. And also you need a piston to get the dragon egg. So I gotta make a piston. Must remember that. That would be a bad thing if I forgot that. Anyway, so the next episode will get ready, and so I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.